That time of year when a lot of people are coming out with forecasts for not only stocks, but guys, let's talk cryptos because it's the end of the year. It's been a crazy year for the crypto markets, to say the least. We're heading into a new year and a lot of people coming out with their ideas of what is to be expected coming up in 2022. I'll show you one headline here. This pretty much sums it up. After a big year for cryptocurrencies, what's on the horizon for 2022? We've obviously had a big dip here in the past couple of weeks for not only Bitcoin, but all of the major cryptocurrencies. Let's discuss, guys, what is to come.
Regulation? One of the things that recently came through, obviously that's an easy thing to say, I suppose, because there's a lot that needs to be regulated. But there's another article I can show you just quickly here because, Fed Chairman Powell was recently talking about cryptocurrencies. There was also that little summit where I thought that was pretty informative. Some of the questions from Congress were rather intelligent, I want to say. And it does show the fact that there are people that are willing to try to understand what is necessary. And I think the focus for Powell might be this quote here that I saw, and it was just, stable coins can certainly be useful and efficient consumer serving part of the financial system if they are properly regulated, and right now they are not. So, at this particular time, it's been one of those causes for concern. A lot of people have said there's a lot of contagion and leverage risk when it comes to stable coins, and then you have to think of what assets do they have against, and do they need to be disclosed, and how are they going to regulate it? All in all, I think the most important thing to consider when you talk about that level of regulation is it is necessary. When you want that institutional money to come in, and I'm not saying Bitcoin here is going to 500,000, but when you have people like Kathy Wood saying it's going to 500,000 or the 150,000, a lot of that is because of institutional money coming into the market in a big way, and that just doesn't happen full-fold without more regulation, especially in stable coins, which, let's be real, like a lot of the back and forth transaction nature and a lot of the stability has come from, in the past, the use of stable coins, which has come under some scrutiny before. I think it's ultimately going to be a good thing down the line. But as far as what the best coins have been recently, I'll leave that one to you, Sean. I'm more of I hate saying gold and silver because that's not what Bitcoin and Ethereum are, but I'm a 1-2 punch kind of person and keep it simple. But there have been some really more interesting players in 2021, if we're being honest with ourselves.
Yeah, Bitcoin, and I have the Bitcoin chart up here. It's been pretty good, so far in 2020, obviously, coming down through. This is a daily chart. But, even if you go back here, this is just, September, October, November. You can go back. This is 2021 right here. So we start at 30,000, basically, and we touch a high of 70. So to me, actually, it wasn't super violent. It wasn't super crazy. You did have some nice moves, but key levels kept holding. 30,000 held there. 40,000 held right here. We've really had a problem up here near 60 and 70. But, for anybody that bought up top, they're obviously going to be caught here. But we still have some love back down to 39,000, 40,000. Let's see if we can touch that here. Again, there was an article. And actually, I want to talk about this real quick because you talked about some coins that are getting a little bit of love here. Look at this, the NFT space. So that is a story that sort of happened here in 2021 where NFTs have sort of started to go crazy. And I'm going to talk to you about Matic, which is a coin that does deal with a lot of NFT digital art. Look, Sotheby's here, 17 million for one NFT, raised 17 million. I'm not going to click it to go to it, but there you go. So they've also launched an auction house for the metaverse. So NFT only marketplace. So I think that goes also to some of the points that we were saying about worldwide acceptance now. When you have the big dogs now starting to open up, different areas of auction houses, I think that's very, very important. And then right here, here's a list of crypto that we keep on talking about. And if you go down here, I want to find Matic. Where is it? Polygon. It's right here. It's at 212 right now. If we're going to click on this one, you're going to see just an explosive move to the upside here over the last year. You could see this is over 2 years, 67,000% up. Back down here in January of this year, 1 cent. Okay, and right now your Matic $2.12. So from 1 cent down here all the way to 2.12. There's many of these Solana as well, but Matic is one that I know some NFTs are building on top of. So for me, if you're going to look at Polygon, which is the coin Matic, I think that's something that you can look at moving forward. Like from going from 1 cent here and basically barcoding all the way February, March 14 cents. But check out this high. This is the thing about what's happened here recently in 2021. This is May. So if you even bought, like basically a lot of these coins are now starting to move a little bit more like equity. So you can start to look now at charts and actually treat them as realistic properties rather than saying, oh, I'm going to buy this like at 1 cent and hopefully it blows up. You can now start to pick and choose some key levels here, like right here, this level right now at $1. That's held a couple times here on Matic. So, we have the same similar thing on Cardano, goes from 17 cents to 350, and then Polygon Matic, another name that I like. So there's a few good names here. We could basically go on forever talking about different. The thing is, they all have different projects.
Yes.
And I think that's the other thing too. The more we understand about this world, DeFi and things like that, the more you can now begin to pick and choose which coins and which projects you like, because this is going to be the future. I really like crypto, and I think you have to have between 5 to 10% of your portfolio in something. And I would choose Bitcoin or Ethereum just as a base, and then start to do some research and pick some of these flyers.
Yeah, only the beginning for sure. We'll have the 28th, guys. Join us the 28th of this month. Mr. Wonderful will be back on the live show. We will ask Kevin O'Leary. I mean, he's been a huge proponent of this. He's been a huge supporter of cryptocurrencies this year, speaking openly, at every opportunity, essentially. We'll get his take on what is to come in 2022 for cryptocurrency market.